There's no doubt disinformation is swirling around on social media, potentially manipulating this November election, and the Latino vote is especially vulnerable. Cronkite News reporter Kylie Cochran shows us how disinformation targeting the Latino electorate can impact a battleground state like Arizona.
Sharing false facts unknowingly through misinformation is problematic for democracy. But there's a subcategory that's intentionally malicious: disinformation.
The purpose of disinformation is to change people's political reactions.
Derek Bambauer is an internet law professor at the University of Arizona who studies the impact of disinformation on elections.
Latinos are very likely to be swing voters. They could easily decide the presidential election and the pending Senate elections in these states. And that means that they're both enormously valuable and also enormously attractive targets for misinformation or disinformation.
One first-time Latino voter, Fernanda Ruiz Martinez, remains in high spirits despite these information hurdles.
I went and picked up my ballot from my mailbox, and it was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like, it's finally here, you know?
But disinformation is still getting through to the Latino electorate, which represents the largest group of minority voters, at 32 million eligible citizens, according to Pew Research. One common form of suppression is creating confusion about safely voting by mail.
I was on the phone with someone and they were afraid of sending their ballot by mail. Instead of making them feel like scared about it, I told them vote early.
Social media acts as an accelerator for disinformation, which means it spreads quickly. Here on Facebook, here on Twitter, here on WhatsApp, and here on TikTok. But social media can also be used as a force for good.
Ruiz Martinez is volunteering with voting groups like Mi Familia Vota and One Arizona. She creates content targeted towards youth in her community with this goal in mind.
Yeah, just make it easy for them to understand the political process and don't feel overwhelmed when they see their ballot.
Bambauer believes minority voters can be disproportionately overwhelmed by the political process.
They have an understandable and historic skepticism of some of the same institutions that we are directing them to consult or to place faith in as a way of weeding out fake news from real news.
That disinformation is hard to avoid online, some of which reflects the QAnon conspiracy theories about President Trump saving America from global elites who run child sex trafficking rings. So for Ruiz Martinez, getting her community the accurate information remains the priority.
My focus here is to make sure that everyone within my community, the Latinx community, which is a very important ethnic voting bloc in this election, they get the information that they need.
Kylie Cochran, Cronkite News.
Election Day isn't just about November 3rd. Now is the time to vote early or drop off your ballot. For accurate election information, contact your county recorder's office or visit azcleanelections.org.